Graham already out ready for the second half, and it'll be their ball when we start. Pioneers just now breaking out of the huddle, but we're ready to go here. 23-18, Graham leads it.
All right, Graham back with their starting lineup. Owens with the ball on the outside, leaves it for Ray.
Pioneers in a man-to-man. They've been in it most of the time.
Down in the corner to Owens, who cut through, back out to Ray. Looks like Graham wants to take her time against the Pioneer defense now. To Owens, to Dawson out top, to Graves. He leaves it out there. Back to Dales. Dales wide open, top of the circle. Pass up a shot. Now he steps into free throw line. Jump, shoots, no good. Rebound grabbed by Potts of Lebanon. That's why he didn't want to shoot it yesterday.
That may be why he was open there. Yeah, he shot a brick there from about 15 feet. Had a good look at it.
Graham in a man-to-man. And Steele fouled immediately on the outside by Dales. This Joey Dales.
That's his first. First of the half. Nobody got close to 1-1 there in the first half.
Lebanon inbounds to Potts. Potts tries to hit Steele. Going back door on the baseline, throws it away. And Graham runs the other way. Now here's a foul called on Dales. Driving all the way to the basket and rammed right into the Lebanon defender. I don't know who that was.
But
I didn't see who got run over.
He was completely out of control, so he picks up 2 quick fouls here in the third quarter, and he goes out of the game.
Hurdy gets inbounds pass quickly to Jackson. Jackson across court to Potts. Back to Jackson, and Jackson gets it across to Potts. Potts into the corner. Steele for 3. Good. Steele out of the right corner. It's 23-21. Pioneers strike first.
Steele has turned into a pretty fair shooter, Merle. He doesn't look for a shot very often, though. I think he ought to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end.
There's Ray down inside, kicks it back outside to Graves, to Klein, who came in for Dales there after the foul. And back outside it goes to Owens, and he takes time to set up the offense, gets it to the right wing to Graves. Back outside to Ray. Ray steps in at the right elbow and cut off there by Hall, and he backs it out of there, leaves it for Owens. Owens dribbling slowly on the outside, getting instructions from the coach.
2-point game now, Merle, with that 3-pointer by Steele.
Down inside it goes to Cole. He's double teamed in there, muscles his way and puts it up and in. Pushed Potts right out of the way with his body and banked it in. Jackson will bring it up for the Pioneers, 25-21. Potts with it, gets it to Steele. Steele back to Potts. Potts drives inside, has his shot blocked, goes out of bounds in the corner. Took a wild shot there. He got in trouble down there and tried to force one up, a wild shot, and it blocked out of bounds.
Klein goes out of the game. He just scored his first bucket.
It's Cade Roberts back in there for him. Pass inside to Potts. He tries to get a shot up, goes down in the floor, and ball goes out of bounds on side court to Lebanon. I'm not sure about that call, but looks like Potts got muscled around a little bit inside.
Well, they better be glad I didn't make the call, because looked like Lebanon was the last to touch that one.
Well, I thought they were too, but they're going to give it to Lebanon. Jackson will inbound from side court, and he gets it in underneath the basket to Potts. Potts forces his way through a double team, scoops it up there, no good. Graves with the rebound. Graves flies up court and down the lane, kicks it in the corner to Owens. He goes along the baseline, kicks it all the way out in the right corner to Graves, and his shot is no good. Lebanon with the rebound. Get out of there. Jackson with it in the front court now to Hurdig. Hurdig goes left wing to Hall. Hall all the way across the right wing that's tipped away and out of bounds to the Pioneers.
Pioneers lucky that one wasn't picked off, Merle.
Yeah, they were. I thought they were going to pick it off. Inbound comes in the corner to Steele. Graves out there on him to keep him shooting the 3, and Steele gets it back outside to Hurdig. Hurdig gets it to Christian Hall, goes back door and slices into the lane, puts up a runner. Good, another good move to Christian Hall. So he goes back door, timeout Lebanon. 25-23, Graham lead, 4:52 to go in the third. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to high school basketball on 107.3 WXLZ.
leads it with 4:52 to go here in the third quarter.
Pretty rough, aggressive game on both ends of the court, but causing it to be low scoring, 25-23 with almost halfway through the third quarter. Graham will have the basketball.
Yeah, neither team really gets in a big hurry. The Pioneers like to run if they can, but not getting much opportunity here tonight.
And neither one of them, I think Graham would like to run some too. If I was Graham, I'd slow it down and try to pound it inside with the size they've got. That's what they're doing for the most part. They get it around to Graves now on the left wing as we get things started. It goes to Dawson out top to Owens in the corner. Owens dribbles all the way around through the lane into the left corner and dumps it down inside for Dawson. Dawson kicks it back outside to Ray. Roberts is back in there. Okay, Roberts. It goes on the right wing to Graves, back around on the left wing to Owens. Top of the key to Graves. Down in the lane, kicks it down on the baseline to Roberts. Back out to Owens for three, and it's good. 28-23. Big three-pointer by Owens.
Graham's staying man-to-man. They're not in their full-court pressure right now.
Nick Owens picks up Jackson. Now they switch on to Steele. A lot of contact there, and they take it away from Steele, and Owens goes all the way to the rim. No good. Steele with the rebound. He runs the other way in a hurry. He's got 2-on-1 with Potts, and he takes it all the way to the rim. No good. And a flop in there by Ray. No call. Here goes Graves down the lane on the other end as Lebanon doesn't get back, and Graves gets to the rim and up and in good, and it's 30-23. Two quick baskets by Graham spreads the lead. I thought they mugged Steele out here in one of those plays. Jackson drives inside, kicks it in the corner to Hall. Hall drives in close, misses the shot. Jackson rebound, and he's fouled as he tries to get the shot back up to the rim. Jackson will shoot two. Hall got in there close again, Jamie, but didn't get a good look at it.
Jackson at the line. First free throw's up and good. Well, that's his first points of the night.
They need him to score a little bit.
He doesn't really look for his shot much.
No, he doesn't.
Second one's up and good, so he makes a pair. 30-25 now, 3:13 left here in the third quarter.
Ray gets it into the front court. Dribbling on the right wing, back out top to Owens. Owens for three, good again. Nick Owens with 2 3-pointers here in the third quarter, and it's 33-25. Two-point lead goes to 8. Pioneers need a basket badly. Jackson brings it up against Owens. And they take it away from Hurtig on sideline, and Owens gets it into the front court to Graves. Graves, circus shot inside, no good, and Potts there for the rebound. They should have got a basket out of that, Jamie. It's a bad shot by Graves. Steele drives inside, kicks it back out to Hall, down in the corner to Steele. Back to Hall on the outside, and he leaves it for Jackson. Almost lost it there. Jackson into the corner to Hurtig, back to Jackson at the right elbow. Potts cuts through, can't get the pass into him. Hall into the corner to Hurtig with it. All the way back out to Jackson. That was a dangerous pass. Owens wasn't looking there. And Steele drives inside and loses it out of bounds. Lost control of it. It goes out of bounds to Graham. Turner comes back into the game. He'll replace Ray, I believe. Got a timeout, a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. 33-25. 3 quick buckets by the G-men. With 2:01 to go now in the third, they lead it by 8.
I think we'll have Honaker and Hurley on Friday night, Merle. That'll be our next action here on WXLZ.
Is that at Hurley or at Honaker?
It's at Honaker. I don't think we really have any games on the road.
I think Hurley beat Honaker earlier, didn't they?
I think so,
yeah. Hurley.
Honaker on a bad streak there. They're having a tough time.
Well, evidently Grayson Honaker's the only scorer they've got, or very much of a scorer. Depend on him too much. And
he can score pretty big time, but
I think double team him and slow him down.
Double team him. That's what's been happening.
Graham with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Turner with it on the outside, changes direction, goes into the corner to Graves. I believe took a wild shot on the baseline, knocked away. But one of the Pioneers got a hand on it, and Potts comes away with it and leaves it for Jackson. Lebanon with the basketball. And Owens doing a lot of reaching in there and getting away with it. He steals it away from Jackson, takes it all the way to the rim. On the other end, up and in good. That's the third basket by Owens. Got 8 quick points here in the quarter. Jackson on the dribble again. He's cut off and double teamed again. Gets it to Potts. Potts has it knocked away by Dawson. Long pass ahead to Turner, and he puts up a wild shot at the basket. No good, but he's fouled.
Jackson got him, I think. Might have been Hurtig.
I think he said Hurtig.
No, they got Jackson.
Did they? Yeah, that's right. It's on the board. I thought I heard him say 14. Grand players all go over to the bench, and nobody's on the lane.
Turner at the line. He makes the first one. He'll get one more. 36-25 Graham here. All of a sudden, they're up by 11.
Joey Dales, Zach Dales back into the game. Roberts is in there with Owens and Turner.
Turner's second free throw gets a lot of rim. It bounces around but goes in good. That makes it 37-25. We got a minute left here in the third quarter.
Jackson gets it to the right wing, gets double team, gets it to Hall. Hall down in the corner on the right side to Steele. Steele spins and goes inside, and a blocking call here. I think you got Dales on the blocking call, Joey Dales, I believe. And Steele will shoot 2. Tried to split through between 2 defenders, and they tried to draw a charge but didn't get in good position. I think that was the right call. There's a big flop down there a while ago on one of those drives inside by Turner, I believe, flopped on him. They didn't call it.
Steele with 2 free throws. First one's up, no good. He'll get one more.
Lead went from 2 to 12 in a hurry, didn't it?
Yeah. Owens hitting those 3-pointers.
Hit 2 of them, didn't he?
Steele missed both free throws, and Graham has it. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter.
See if they go for one shot. Double team on the sideline, and taking it all the way to the basket was Turner. No good, and Jackson comes away with the rebound. Up court to Hurtig, all the way across on the other side to Steele down in the corner to Hall. Tries to get it into Potts, and he throws it away. Goes off Potts out of bounds.
Can't force it in there if you don't have it.
Has a bad pass all along, altogether. Didn't have it there, and then he threw it right at his feet anyway. Turner quickly into the front court, gets it to Zach Dales down in the corner. That's Joey Dales. Pulls up on the baseline for a jumper that's good. Contested jumper, and he comes up limping. The shot is good. I don't know if they called a foul or not. Did they?
I don't believe they did.
He was wide open. I think he just stopped play because he got hurt.
Yeah, he hurt his ankle there.
He limps off.
Made the bucket, though.
Dawson back in there. It's 39-25. A steal on the sideline by Turner, and the shot no good right at the buzzer. That'll do it for the third quarter. Bad quarter for the Pioneers. 39-25 lead now, Graham, up by 14 with 1 quarter to go. You're listening to high school basketball on 107.3 WXLZ. Fourth quarter action as Lebanon will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. And they get it into Steele up in the corner. Steele drives past Dawson and tries to get it to Hall, and Hall couldn't handle the pass as Hall was coming towards Steele. Steele threw it a little bit hard. Hall was coming down the lane towards him, and Hall loses it out of bounds. I think he called a foul on Hall. They did.
That is 9 turnovers, Merle, here in the third quarter.
That one was in the fourth, I guess.
Yeah, it was, but close enough.
Zach Dale's on the outside with it to Roberts, to the right wing to Turner. Turner backs it out of there, gets it to Owens out top.
But you know, at that rate, you'd have 36 turnovers a game. That's way too many.
Yes, that's right. Ray almost loses it, saved by Zach Dales. Back out to Owens. Owens bounces it inside, and it's almost stolen, but retrieved by Dawson, and he takes it to the rim, up and in, good off at the glass. And it's 41-25. Steele gets to the front court, now throws it away. Lazy pass for Hurdig, stolen by Turner, and he takes it down, puts it up and in, good. Pioneers self-destructing here in the last few minutes. Steele brings it to the front court this time, picked up by Dales. Gets it down the baseline to Potts. Potts forces it up, and it's knocked to the floor by Dawson. And finally a call. Potts will shoot 2. I'm not sure if they called that if he hadn't gone down the floor.
Probably. They've only called. There's only been 7 fouls called here in the second half, Merle.
It's awful rough.
Potts at the line makes the free throw. It's his first points of the second half. He was held scoreless in the third quarter. Of course, Pioneers didn't score but 7 points, so nobody scored much. Potts makes the second free throw.
Couple of subs into the game. Logan Simmons for Graham and Aaron Jackson for Graham. Simmons gets it on the side court, almost has it knocked away by Jackson, but it goes out of bounds to Graham. Zach Dales inbounds to Turner. Turner double teamed on the outside. He gets out of the double team. Goes to the right corner, dumps it down inside for Jackson. Jackson spins, lays it up left-handed, and it rolls and goes good. So comes in off of the bench and gets a basket. Quick and steal the other way. Cut off there by Zach Dales before he can get to the basket. Now he spins into the lane, puts up a runner in traffic, and it's good, and a blocking call called. See who they got it on. I didn't see who went down. I think it was Jackson maybe.
I think 54 is Aaron Jackson.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Jackson, he drew the foul there. He's one that got the blocking foul called on him.
Steele makes the free throw. That's a 3-point play for Preston.
Turner leaves, and Jacob Workman enters for Turner.
Did they not count that basket?
Well, they should have. That's what Coach Potts is asking about.
Yeah, I thought they counted the basket.
But they had to, didn't they? And they're talking, referees are talking about it. They're going to get it straight, I guess.
Yeah, that basket was good, and so Steele gets a 3-point play. That makes it 45-29.
45-30.
Yeah, 30, okay, right.
Pioneers going to pressure on the back court now. Zach Dales gets it into the front court. Almost loses it. He's outside there to Simmons. Simmons back out to Owens. Owens guarded by Zach Hurdig. Down in the corner, it goes inside the big man Jackson. He puts up a left-hand shot, no good. Gets a rebound, puts it up again. It's foul this time. Jackson will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on Potts, his 3rd. And Turner leaving the court for Graham. He must have got hit in the mouth or something. Headed for the locker room.
Jackson makes the free throw. He'll get one more.
Jackson's a big old boy, but he's got like pretty soft touch.
I believe he might play a little line there up at Graham.
I'd say he does. Well, shoots it pretty good. Made that free throw.
Yeah, he got a nice touch on the ball.
Now here comes Jackson for Lebanon down on the baseline to Steele. Steele reverses it, no good, but rebound grabbed by Christian Hall. Back outside to Hurtig into the left corner to Jackson. Jackson drives the baseline, kicks it all the way outside to Steele. Steele fakes a 3, takes it down the lane. It's in close, but it knocked away by Jackson out of bounds to Lebanon. 47-30 our score, 5:35 to go in the ball game. Jackson will inbound. He lobs it outside to Potts. Potts into the right corner for Hurtig. Almost threw it over his head out to Hall on the right wing. Hall kicks it to the left wing for Steele. Steele going the other way, and he threw it right by him. Goes out of bounds to Graham.
That's the 19 turnovers on the Pioneers, Merle.
Owens comes quickly to the front court to Zach Dales. Dales drives into the lane, has it almost stolen. Finally retrieves it, gets it back inside, and stolen by Potts, or by Steele, stolen by Steele. And gets it to Jackson, to Potts, top of the circle for three, no good. And Owens with the rebound for Graham. And he has it knocked away from him in the backcourt. It stays with Graham.
Owens a good little guard, Merle.
He's real quick, handles the ball well.
Good point guard. And,
shoots it good.
Yeah, he can score too, but they just seem to play better when he's on the floor.
Christian Hall gets a break, and J.D. Tatum into the game for him. Jackson gets it in the backcourt for Graham. Leaves it there for Workman, and a whistle and a timeout. This will be a full timeout. 47-30 our score. 4:51 left. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to high school basketball on WXLZ.
Pioneers stayed close for a while, but didn't score much there in the third quarter. And big third quarter by Graham spread it out.
Coming out of the timeout, Workman Simmons in there for Graham, along with Jackson Owens and Zach Dales.
Tatum and Zach Hertig in the game now for the Pioneers, along with Steele and Jackson and Sage Potts.
Graham gets it in on the outside. Owens with it, guarded by Hertig. Bounces down inside for Jackson, tries to force it up there, and it's blocked and almost taken away, picked up by Workman. Workman puts it up, no good. He wrestles around with it, finally taken away by Hertig. Long pass ahead for Steele. Steele all the way to the rim, and he's fouled by Simmons. He'll shoot two.
Graham gets back pretty good too, Merle.
Yeah, they do.
That's one thing I've noticed about them. Pioneers not getting any easy stuff.
No, if they run out of there or something, Graham gets back pretty quick.
Steele on the free throw line. That one's up and good.
Owens is going to leave for Graham. He's had a good game.
Yeah, he's a good point guard.
He's
Steele's second free throw's up and good, so he makes a pair.
Owens replaced by Ian Repass. I guess that means you pass and repass. Bounced inside by Repass and throws it right to Lebanon player. Tatum's got it on the outside down there now, gets it to Steele in the corner to Jackson. He drives the baseline, tries to dump it to Potts, and it's knocked away. He's trying to force it in there.
Jackson needs to take that shot, Merle.
Simmons the other way, all the way to the rim on the other end. And a big collision as 3 or 4 of them go down there. Simmons called for the charge.
Big man Jackson fell. He didn't fall on anybody. Probably a good thing.
Hope he didn't fall on Zach Hertig. He might have had trouble finding Zach. Zach brings it up, gets it to Tatum across timeline. And all the way across for Steele, almost stolen by Simmons. Steele down inside, tries to get it to Potts. Can't get it in there. It's knocked away and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Lebanon. Jackson will inbound. Jackson, Steele, Tatum, Potts, and Zach Hertig in there. Pass comes out on the right wing to Jackson. Spins and starts to dribble, but it runs right into a double team with Zach Zales, who knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Lebanon. Jackson inbounds right in front of the Lebanon bench. Lobs it inside for Potts, and Potts can't handle it. Drops it, picked up by Jackson. Jackson leaves it in the back court for repass. Repass guarded by Jackson. Dribbles around. Jackson gets on the baseline. Shot put up and blocked by Potts. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Graham. 3:17 remaining in the game. 47-32 Graham lead. Timeout Graham. 30-second timeouts. We'll keep it here.
Coach going to put most of his starters back in the game here.
Wonder why he'd do that.
Got a 15-point lead, but I think he's just not happy with the way the bunch out there was playing. That's all I can figure out.
Evidently, huh?
But anyway, who knows? He's got a reason for sure.
Graham's awfully good at getting in the passing lanes and getting their hands on passes and doing a good job when they double team.
Yeah, the double teams really hurt the Pioneers. They've had 13 turnovers here in the second half.
I thought the Pioneers handled everything pretty well in the first half, but they let Graham get away with pushing them around a little too much. Graham will have the basketball underneath their own basket. They get it out in the corner to Owens. Owens for three. No good off of the edge of the backboard, and Tatum runs it down out in the court. He gets into the front court, bounces it back to Hertig. Hertig to Steele. Steele all the way to the rim. Up and in, no good, but he's fouled by, I believe that was Graves that got him. We'll see.
Graves got him, yeah. So Steele will go to the line. He'll have 2 shots. 3:06 left in the game. Pretty commanding lead by Graham, but Steele misses the free throw. He'll get one more.
Third foul on Graves, but it's academic at this point. Just a little over 3 minutes to go.
Next shot was Steele short, no good, and Graham has the ball.
Tatum fighting for the rebound, couldn't get his hands on it. And Graham comes the other way. Left wing to Graves. Back outside to Ray. Ray to Owens on the right wing. Back out top to Graves. Left wing. Back to Dawson for three from the top of the key. No good. Graves high for the rebound. And puts it back up. No good. And battle for the rebound comes outside. Picked up out there by Dawson. And back inside it goes. Shot no good and taken away by Steele. Steele's pass up ahead to Tatum. Tatum all the way to the rim, up and in, good over top of Graves. Glad to see him take that on in there.
He delivered it pretty quickly in there. I thought Graves might block him, but he did.
A nice pass all the way across the lane to Jameer Blevins, who's in there. And he missed the easy one inside after a nice pass from Owens. Lebanon the other way. Here's Jackson down on the baseline. Forces one up in traffic. The shot won't go, and Graham comes away with the rebound. Lob up to by Ray up to Graves, and he laid it in. And it's 49-34 as they quickly got up court and lobbed it in there. Minute 40 to go with Steele on the outside with it. Leaves it for Potts. Potts to Jackson. Jackson to Potts on the left wing. Potts for a quick three. It's short. Hertig had his hands on the rebound. Went right to Tatum, and Tatum bounces it in off of the glass. Got that one up quick too, Jamie. Didn't give him a chance to get to that one. Owens up the sideline with it. Back to Owens, and he drops it in. Potts almost blocked that one, but Owens still got it to go. He's a good little guard.
Yeah.
He's just listed at 5'7", and I say it's about right. Now here's Tatum on the baseline. Goes inside and has it knocked away or lost. I guess he just lost it.
Yeah, it came loose.
Lost it out of bounds himself.
That was a pretty good move, though.
Yeah, it was a real good move. I thought he was going to get to the rim. We got a timeout again.
Coach Potts wants a timeout, and I think he's going to clear the bench there.
We'll stay here for this timeout with just under a minute to go in the game. Now they're saying now it's a full timeout, but we'll stay here. Just got a minute to go. 51-36 Lebanon lead, and Lebanon's played pretty hard, Jamie, but Graham just too quick and too physical for them.
Yeah, they just a little bit stronger physically. I think that's probably the big difference. Graham pretty quick, too.
Yeah, they're awfully quick.
They might be just a tad quicker. Of course, Pioneers are pretty quick, too. They're not a slow team.
Just about every one of the Graham starters were pretty quick.
Yeah. I tell you, high school basketball, particularly quickness, is very important.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest attribute.
Because, you know, that flat-out speed's okay, but it doesn't help you too much in basketball.
No.
Quickness is a better attribute. Graham basketball.
Ethan Lambert's into the game for Graham. He hadn't been in there before. He's in there along with Jameer Blevins. Owens with her on the outside to Ray. They're just going to pull it back out of there. 42 seconds. As they move it around the outside, they get it to Graves on the left wing. Back outside it goes to Owens. Owens and Ray just playing catch on the outside. Pioneers come out a little bit now, but back off. That's Robinson in the game for Lebanon out there, along with Seth Buchanan and Pritt, Skeens, and McLaughlin. And they're keeping it outside. It's not McLaughlin, that's Robbie Bundy in there. And Graham just trying to run the clock out. Under 10 seconds to go now, and Lebanon's just going to let them have it. That's going to be it. Final score here from here at Lebanon High School tonight. Graham 51, Lebanon 36.